How's it going, guys? Today we are gonna take a look at Gemtech's world-class silencers. They have a model. It's called the GM-9. What it is an inert display silencer. It's a fake suppressor. It's strictly for looks. So we're gonna take a look at that today and kind of mock it on a build, so you guys can see what it looks like. And I'm gonna touch and feel the product and let you guys know what you're expecting. So this model is called the GM-9. It's designed for a 9mm, but interestingly enough, we checked the threads on it, and the thread is a 1/2 by 28, which I know that some items are 1/2 by 28 in 9mm, but mostly they're 1/2 by, I think it's 32 or 1/2 by 36. So it's got really good markings. See that there? Yeah, it's a Gemtech D14-74-747, which is probably what looks like a serial number. The model number is a GM9. It's for a 9mm. It's got that 9mm bore in there. I don't know if you can see that. So basically what this is an aluminum bar, basically, with a hole, a 9mm bore hole drilled all the way through. It's not hollow in any way. It's just a straight bore, so it's kind of like a barrel extension. So there is no suppressor parts inside this. It's just completely a display item. And I know it's not hollow because it's kind of heavy. We're going to take a look at it and see what it looks like. First off, let's go ahead and weigh it. It does add quite a bit to the barrel, the length, and it weighs 7.08 ounces. It's roughly, diameter is 1.218. So it's slim enough to fit in some of the slimmest hand guards, and we've got one here. It's pretty darn slim. This does add quite a bit of length to your barrel. It adds about 7 3/4 inch to your barrel. So what we're going to do is we're going to mock this up on a 7.5 inch build, an ultralight build, with a 12 inch handguard over here. So let's take one of our nitride barrels, 1/2 by 28 threading. Let's go ahead and just hand tighten on here. Ooh, wrong way. Grr. Let's just hand tighten on here this barrel nut. And, well, that's pretty close to being aligned. And then let's go ahead and install the Gemtech display suppressor. So what you're going to have is an overall length of almost 14 inches. So it's going to look very nice and compact. And if you want to index where this ends up, this laser etching, for it to look right, you might want it to show up on the top. You could always use a jam nut or a crush washer if you want this to come out on the side. Let's go ahead and say we want it to show up on the side like this. Alright. Slide over your handguard. I'm not going to install a gas block, a gas tube, because this is just a mock-up, just to see how it looks. And there it is. That's where you have it, guys. Let's take this out here so we can take a look at it. The overall length, the OAL on this, would be about 22.5 inches. So it's a 7.5 inch barrel with 7 3/4 inch display suppressor, and what you have is a product that a build that looks pretty damn good. It's got that nice look and feel that Gemtech has, and there's enough. The barrel, the suppressor sticks out enough to show some of those markings for you guys that want to have some of that, authentic look. But it does look like a suppressor there. I don't know if you can see it, the gap in there. It is pretty slick looking, and it's pretty balanced. It's not too heavy at the end of the barrel. I don't know. Let's throw in a nice bolt carrier, and you can take a look at that. Let's compare this to some of our other display suppressors. This is a 7.5 inch slip over the barrel suppressor for a 9mm build, and obviously it's about a 3.5 inch slip over, and that's on an H-bar 9mm. That one there is quite a bit shorter. That is 15 inches. And then we have our absolute shortest of them all. It's so small, it's so short, and looks great. This is a 3-inch barrel with a 3-inch display suppressor, and it's again another slip-on suppressor. See there? So what this does is it shrouds over the barrel. The barrel comes all the way up into here, and it threads into the front here. And this lovely little guy comes in at an astounding, with charging handle, 12 inches. So if you want to be really, really compact, these black label display suppressors will do the trick. They aren't not marked up, and they're not made by Gemtech, and for about a little bit less money you can get some slip-on ones that's got a lot more flexibility, and if you want to go compact. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Go ahead and like the video if you like it, and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Have a great one.